Hey guys, Craig here and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be discussing a trending topic, which is Bowser's Fury a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine? Now before we go into the evidence, hit the like button and subscribe because a lot of effort has went into this video, and also check out the other two videos I made in Bowser's Fury in the past 2 days. But without any further ado, let's get right on in. So the evidence starts off with the new opening of Bowser's Fury. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I first saw this opening, I thought it was fan made. But this opening shows an M written in goop, which is the exact same M that Shadow Mario writes in Super Mario Sunshine. Did he write this in this game? Now, for people who don't know, spoiler alert, but Bowser Jr. is Shadow Mario in Super Mario Sunshine, which was actually his very first appearance. And what did he do? He caused mayhem with goop using his magical brush. And just so happens that the magical brush is Bowser Jr.'s weapon of choice in Bowser's Fury. And there's two things we need to prove here. Number one, is the brush magical? And number two, is the goop magical? We can already say that the goop in the opening is magical because it teleports Mario to Lake Lapcat. We can also 100% say that Bowser Jr.'s brush is 100% magical because he uses the graffiti in the walls in Bowser's Fury to get Mario items such as the boomerang flower. And what was the big thing that Bowser Jr. did in Super Mario Sunshine? He graffitied the world. Now I will say this, there's one weird thing about Bowser Jr.'s magical brush, and that is the fact that it has a Bowser Jr. symbol on it instead of the EGOD symbol like in Sunshine. I even mentioned this in my analysis video, but I have figured out why. This is not the same magic brush as from Sunshine, because if anyone remembers the ending of Super Mario Sunshine, the original paintbrush now belongs to El Pantissimo, where he found it in Gelato Beach. Now I'm not going to go in and say I think that El Pantissimo is the main villain in Bowser's Fury, unless this is a revenge story. But in all actuality, I do not think he's involved in the slightest. The brand new website released yesterday says that Bowser was corrupted by black goop, and this is actually the exact same word used in Sunshine. This also confirms that this is the original Bowser and not Dark Bowser or anything like that from Bowser's Inside Story, but it seems like it's going to be a similar story to Color Splash, where Bowser gets corrupted by the black paint. An interesting fact that I'm not seeing anyone talk about in the overview trailer of Bowser's Fury is the fact that when Bowser Jr. is painting his picture, his paintbrush has black paint on it, which also could confirm that he has accidentally caused this mayhem to the world. Bowser Jr. also uses black goop in Rico Harbor, but instead of corrupting you, it damages you. However, I do not believe this goop is the same in the slightest, because I think the goop from Sunshine is actually supposed to be referencing squid ink, or the new kind of black paint thing which was in Color Splash. Now this asks a good question if Bowser Jr. is the reason for this. Does the black goop corrupt Bowser because Bowser Jr. created his paintbrush himself, and because he's not an inventor it's faulty and goes haywire? Or is it because all black paint is evil, as Color Splash kind of tells you? Now this isn't really evidence, but this is something interesting to think about. 3D All-Stars was recently released to the Switch, giving Super Mario Sunshine more attention. Do you think this was done on purpose to give Sunshine more attention, to allow a sequel to Sunshine to be more well ingested? Also, the main collectible of Bowser's Fury is called a Cat Shine, and the main collectible of Sunshine is called a Shine Sprite. Both have the name Shine in it. Do you think this is supposed to be a reference? Also, it has been announced that the main time aspect of the game is controlled by something called the Fury Sun, and the collectible is called a Cat Shine. Fury Sun, Cat Shine. Sun, Shine. As I also mentioned in my analysis video, there's a new collectible which I'm going to call the Cat Coins, scattered all around the world. Does this remind you of anything? Because it might remind you of Super Mario Sunshine's infamous blue coins. We also do not know the function of the cat coins, so do you think they'll work in a similar way? For example, 5 cat coins could equal a cat shine. The location is also similar to a Sunshine location, being a resort of some kind. However, at the same time, I wouldn't say it's a Sunshine location because the name isn't really that similar. Lake Lapcat is not really similar to Gelato Beach, Bianco Hills, Rico Harbor, or any other ones. Also, if this was a Sunshine sequel, Flood is nowhere in this game, which was the main gameplay element from Super Mario Sunshine. However, unlike 3D World, which is the base game of this game is very open world, and it's almost like a mixture of Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Odyssey. And my final bit of evidence that I could really think of are that the cat shines are collected through, in quotation marks, platforming challenges. The wording of this actually really reminds me of the secret levels from Super Mario Sunshine, where you don't have Flood and have to complete platforming challenges to get those shines. So at this point, I bet you're all thinking, what is my conclusion? And I bet you all have your own conclusions as well. But my conclusion is, do I think this is a Super Mario Sunshine sequel? No, I do not believe this is a Super Mario Sunshine sequel. However, I think this is a 3D Mario spin-off game, which is kind of what it says on the tin. One of the main reasons I do not believe this is a sequel is because a direct sequel would be something like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, where it has a very similar gameplay mechanic, such as the Poltergust 5000. The fact that Flood is nowhere in this game kind of tells me that this is not a sequel. However, as I mentioned, this game has so many references to Super Mario Sunshine. However, Sunshine is not the only 3D Mario game referenced in this game. The fact that we're in Lake Lapcat tells us that it's very cat related, which also heavily references Super Mario 3D World, which is obviously the base game as I've mentioned before. Keeping in mind, because it's a base game of 3D World, it is going to play exactly like 3D World as well, which kind of makes it more of a direct sequel to 3D World and 3D Land than Sunshine. It also has a giant reference to Odyssey as the way that the open world works, where you pick up a shine and then you continue through the level instead of being brought back to a central hub such as the Comet Observatory, Peach's Castle, or Delfino Plaza. As I also mentioned from my analysis, another reference to the Odyssey is the fact that the animation used to pick up a cat shine is the exact same animation used to pick up a Power Moon in Super Mario Odyssey. There's also a reference to Super Mario Galaxy, being that in the base game of 3D World, you can play as Rosalina. It still isn't confirmed that you can play as multiple characters in Bowser's Fury, but in my opinion, if it's a base game, you probably will be able to. Therefore, if Rosalina is in the game, and is already referenced with the Black Cat, there's a strong possibility you will be able to play as Rosalina in Bowser's Fury. So this is why I think this is just a 3D Mario spin-off game, mainly 3D World, as mentioned before, no big surprises. However, I do believe that the storyline will be kind of Super Mario Sunshine-y, where it's black goop caused by Bowser Jr. using a magical brush. Mario must defeat Bowser in different areas as already confirmed to remove goop to access new areas. But apart from all that and everything else I've mentioned, I do not really believe there's anything else to do with Sunshine in this game. The M in the opening may suggest more, but for all we know, that's just kind of a transition into a new world and it doesn't mean anything. But obviously, I know as much as you guys, so this is up to debate. And we'll just have to wait until February till we can play it and see how the game is. And if I'm wrong, I'll be extremely happy because Super Mario Sunshine is one of my favourite games of all time. And I really want a direct sequel to it where we can play as Flood, maybe in a different Delfino Island, because there's a lot of other islands in the opening cutscene of Sunshine. But that's really it. And for referencing 64, it's just because that's basically the generic base 3D Mario game. And 3D Land is obviously a generic version of 3D World. So all of it's kind of referenced in the long haul. But that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment, leave me a like, subscribe as I said before, and honestly, I thank you all so much for all the support I've gotten over the past few days of the previous videos. If you want more videos like this, please tell me, and I'll try to think of something else. I'll probably even stream some 3D World and Sunshine in the next couple of days to keep the hype up, because I'm honestly so hyped for this game now, and I wasn't previous to the gameplay trailer of Bowser's Fury. With that, guys, have a great day, and I'll hopefully see you guys all next time. Bye.